The Vatican, also known as the Holy See, is the governing body of the Catholic Church and the sovereign territory of the Pope. It is located in Rome, Italy, and is home to many ancient and historical documents, artwork, and artifacts. There are many things referred to as Vatican secrets, but it is worth mentioning that the Vatican has a long history of secrecy and confidentiality, which is often associated with the Church's role in the preservation of religious doctrine and the safeguarding of sensitive information. That being said, it has been subject to controversies and scandals throughout history, such as financial scandals, sexual abuse, and power struggle, some of which have been exposed and investigated by journalists, and others that remain unconfirmed or undisclosed. The Vatican does not disclose all of its internal workings and decision-making processes to the public, as it considers some information to be confidential and not for public consumption. Here are the top facts about the Vatican. The Vatican is the smallest country in the world by both land area and population. The Vatican Library is one of the oldest libraries in the world and contains over 80,000 manuscripts, 1.6 million books, 150,000 prints and engravings, and 150,000 maps. The Vatican museums are home to some of the world's most famous artworks, including the Sistine Chapel and the Raphael Rooms. The Vatican's secret archives contain millions of documents dating back to the 8th century, including state papers, papal account books, and correspondence. The Vatican is not just a religious site, it is also home to the world's largest telescope, the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope. The Vatican has its newspaper, L'Osservatore Romano, which was first published in 1861. The Vatican has an observatory called the Specola Vaticana, which is responsible for observing and studying celestial objects and producing astronomical publications. The Vatican has its own post office, which produces stamps, coins, and its own euro coins, which are not an official currency in Italy. The Vatican has its railway station, serving the Pope and the Vatican city-state. The Pope's summer residence, Castel Gandolfo, is located just outside of Rome and features beautiful gardens and a small lake, which is home to a variety of fish, including carp, goldfish, and trout. The Vatican Secret Archives, also known as the Vatican Apostolic Archives, is the central repository of the Holy See in Vatican City. The archives contain a wealth of historical documents dating back to the 8th century, including state papers, papal account books, correspondence, and other materials related to the governance and administration of the Catholic Church. The Vatican Secret Archives is not a single place, but a complex of buildings, with various sections and offices. Its collection is divided into two main sections: the Archivum Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum (ASAV) and the Archivum Historiae Pontificiae (AHP). The ASAV contains the most sensitive and confidential materials, such as papal elections and diplomatic correspondence, while the AHP contains less sensitive materials, such as liturgical books and parish registers. Access to the archives is restricted to a select group of qualified researchers who are granted permission by the Vatican to consult the materials. Researchers must provide detailed proposals outlining the specific materials they wish to consult and a valid reason for their request. Once approved, researchers are allowed to view the materials only in a designated reading room, and they are not allowed to take photographs or notes or remove anything from the reading room. It's worth mentioning that not all the documents in the Vatican Secret Archive are secret. Most of them are routine documents, and quite a lot of them are available to the public or have been digitized. It's also worth noting that the Vatican opens certain sections of the archives to the public for a certain period. It is difficult to say what the deepest secrets of the Vatican are, as the Vatican maintains a high level of confidentiality in many areas of its operations, and not all information is made publicly available. However, there have been various controversies and scandals that have arisen over the years that are often considered to be among the deepest secrets of the Vatican. Some of these include financial scandals, including allegations of money laundering and corruption within the Vatican's banking system. The sexual abuse scandal within the Catholic Church, in which thousands of cases of child sexual abuse by priests were revealed. Power struggles and infighting within the Catholic hierarchy, including the Vataleaks scandal, in which confidential Vatican documents were leaked to the press. Secret societies and sects within the Catholic Church, including the Knights of Malta, have been linked to alleged power struggles and secret agendas. The role of the Vatican in historical political events, such as World War II, the Cold War, and the rise of fascism in Europe. It is important to note that many of these accusations and controversies have been denied or dismissed by the Vatican, and that there is still ongoing debate and investigation regarding their veracity. Also, many controversies and scandals have been exposed and are the subject of investigation, and it's not fair to say that these events are still hidden. The Vatican is home to many sacred places, each with its unique significance in the Catholic faith. Some of the most sacred places within the Vatican include St. Peter's Basilica, considered one of the holiest places in the Catholic Church. It is the largest church in the world and the final resting place of St. Peter, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ, and the first pope of the Catholic Church. The Sistine Chapel, famous for its frescoed ceiling painted by Michelangelo, it is the site where the Pope is elected, and it's one of the most visited places in the Vatican. The Vatican Grottos. These underground tombs contain the remains of many popes and other Catholic dignitaries, including St. Peter. The Vatican Library. The oldest library in the world, it holds an estimated 80,000 manuscripts, 1.6 million books, and 150,000 prints. It's a treasure trove of knowledge and history. The Vatican Museums. The museums are home to some of the world's most famous artworks, including the Raphael rooms and the Stands di Raffaello, the Gallery of Maps, and the Egyptian Museum. The Vatican Gardens. The Vatican Gardens are a peaceful retreat and an oasis of greenery. It's a popular place to visit, especially during the summer. The Holy Staircase, also known as the Scala Sancta, is a set of 28 white marble steps that were brought to Rome in the 4th century. It's said to be the same staircase that Jesus climbed during his trial before Pilate. The Basilica of St. Mary Major. This ancient church is one of the oldest churches in Rome and holds an important place in the history of the Catholic Church. These are some of the most sacred places within the Vatican. Each holds its unique significance to the Catholic faith and history. It's worth noting that many other places within the Vatican city-state hold their significance and beauty. I hope you enjoyed our Vatican tour. Like and subscribe and stay tuned for more mysterious and thrilling stories.